Hey folks, I wanted to show off a quick application that I've been working on for about 2 months now. That's a pretty sophisticated, robust application built on top of LiveStore, and I thought y'all might be interested in seeing it. So this is Work Squared. It is a AI agent environment where humans and agents can work together as equals. So in Work Squared, anything an agent can do, a human can do, and vice versa. Built on top of LiveStore, which I have another application or another demo video that I'll show later that has like more about the use case of Work Squared and how you'd use it and that kind of thing. This one is mostly going to be about the LiveStore foundations. All right, so pretty typical LiveStore application here. You can like pop open the LiveStore familiar dev tools and kind of see a little bit of like what's going on here. I can add cards, do some stuff, and kind of see all of the different events going through as things move through. I have projects, tasks, team. I can create team workers here. Let's see, make this a little smaller, and give them a fun emoji. And let's see, Opus is great. And that, and click create worker. And now I can actually start chats with workers. That's a generic chat or reliable aid worker. And then basically have like LLM chat with like tool using agents that are able to manipulate tasks and documents and help me with stuff. And yeah, it's been like kind of a personal tool that my friend and I have been using for running our businesses and things like that. So pretty typical like LiveStore data model here. Nothing will be super surprising. But what is kind of interesting is that I've definitely gone down the road of making this maybe more robust than most applications. You can find the GitHub repo here if you would like to go check it out. But if you like jump into the architecture document, for example, you'll see that instead of this just being a client-side application, there is a client-side web app and the typical Cloudflare worker that's handling the sync server. That sync server also, I've implemented auth, so you can actually log in and log out. And the web sockets and front end are protected by an auth worker that's deployed as well. I also added the ability to create multiple users that and be able to admin those users and that kind of thing. You might be curious how I'm handling stores. Right now, every Work Squared instance is stored. The entire thing is stored in a single store. So all the tasks, all the documents, all this stuff. You can see that right here that we only have this like one store to choose from. The plan is to allow you to support multiple instances in the future, so that you can have more than one instance of Work Squared stored in the store. And if we have to, for performance reasons, do some kind of store segmentation or something like that, that would be interesting. Another kind of interesting thing is I actually do have a history panel for all the actions that happen in Work Squared. And I would actually love to have that be something that LiveStore powers via directly from the event stream, but right now I'm manually creating an event object. Actually, I think it's in here. I think that's how I chose to handle it. Yeah, event log. There it is. So there's an events log that we use to power the history right now. Yeah, other like notes here, documents are just markdown strings. They're not anything fancy. Nothing fancy. I'm not doing any kind of real-time editing of documents or anything. I just completely update the string every time. And let me see. Let's see. I guess what else would be interesting? There's an auth worker. Oh, the server. Yes. So the other thing that I've worked on is actually setting up a separate server instance that is running the node adapter, and that server actually is going to handle some things for me, including like calls out to LLMs, background processing, that kind of stuff, as well as being able to like ask LLMs to do things at a specific time, like cron type jobs. And so yeah, setting this Node.js server up. It also handles offsite backup as well, so you'll be able to backup more than just the event log, but like some sort of always on backup server. So yeah, there's a little overview of stuff that's going on with Work Squared. You can find out more about it at worksquared.ai. We do have some writing about kind of the technical foundations and some other stuff about Work Squared, lab notes related to it. And yeah, feel free to follow along on GitHub. I have been building this completely like work out loud style, even though it's been in private repos. So there's actually some pretty interesting PRs and that kind of stuff that are fairly well documented if you want to look back through the sort of history and how certain decisions were made around LiveStore. So yeah, hope this is interesting, and I'm definitely interested to hear people's questions or comments on how this could be better.